What's up, guys? Today we got a story time of a spoiled kid who got owned in class. I know you're gonna enjoy it, so leave a like right now and let's just get right into it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we got a story time that is live, and if you're watching this on YouTube, I stream every single day, so make sure you got your notifications on. Everyone in chat right now, spam if tell everyone to like and subscribe. Anyways, though, so we're gonna call the subscriber. Thank you, Apple, for the $2. We're gonna call the subscriber who submitted the story Ryan, as chat suggested. So, anyways, right, Ryan went to this school, and in this school there was like a lot of kids that it was a very like middle class type neighborhood. So most of the kids had like some extra they had like a little bit more than like necessities or whatever. Like they basically had everything that they needed. But there was this one kid who we're gonna call this kid Ben. And Ben was the spoiled kid, bro. Ben was the spoiled kid. And so, anyways, everyone kind of knew Ben is like, cause look, you can have parents that are rich. You can have rich parents, bro. You can have rich parents and not have people absolutely hate you. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter if your parents have money or not. It really matters how that impacts you. Unfortunately, though, Ben, the kid in Ryan's class, the subscriber, Ben was one of those spoiled kids who, he was the type of kid to like always flex, always flaunt. So here's the thing. He would always wear like the new cool designer stuff. He would wear like the new whatever, you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with liking like the hype beast stuff. There's nothing wrong with any of that like at all, chat. Like don't think that for a second. But he was the type of guy to always like be super flexy with it. Like he wouldn't just wear it. He would be like, "Hey guys, like did you see my new whatever?" He was doing right. Like, "Yeah, guys, did you see my new whatever? Like, did you see my new Supreme brick? Did you guys see my new, insert whatever?" And he would just always be really annoying about it. So Ryan and everyone else at the school knew this kid as kind of like the really spoiled kid. You know what I mean? They always knew him as like the really spoiled kid. So all this all happened one day in seventh grade. So one day in seventh grade, or actually not one day in seventh grade, I should be specific. It was the new year. They were going into seventh grade. Ryan was excited to go back because, like, he's going back with all the boys. It's about to be a good time. You know what I mean? It's about to be a good time. And so, Ryan and all of his friends, they get there. And I don't know if you guys had this, but every year there was always a couple new people who trickled in. So maybe some new people moved into the neighborhood. Maybe some people switched over schools because they wasn't going so well in the other one. There's a bunch of reasons, but there's always a few new people trickling in every single year into the school district. So there was a girl who trickled in this year, and we're going to call this girl. All right, what should we call this girl, bro? We're going to call her Stacy. We're going to call her Stacy. So anyways, right, here's the thing. There's a little bit of a phenomenon. I don't know if you guys experience this, but whenever there's like a new girl in school, there's definitely a bit of or like maybe even like a new guy. I don't know if it's true for guys too, but whenever there's someone like new in school, there's always a bit of like extra hype about them. If you guys know what I mean, like sure, like I'm not saying that they never deserved it, but I'm saying that I've heard from my friends who were girls like back in the day that they would always be a little bit annoyed because whenever there was like a new girl who comes into the school, all the guys were like, "Oh my god, you guys know so and so, like, oh, she's so awesome, she's so beautiful." And the girls that have been around there forever like, "What's so special about her besides the fact that she's new?" Anyways, so this girl who we're going to call Brecky, Stacy. Don't know why I made that slip up, bro. Have no idea why I made that slip up. We're gonna call this girl Stacy, right? So she gets there, and this story time all starts on what seems like a normal start to school. Everyone comes into the new class. We got Ryan, Ryan's friends, Ben, the spoiled kid, and also Stacy, the new girl. And they all come on in, and the teacher kind of does the, "Hey, class, like, welcome to the seventh grade. I hope you guys had a great summer," all that kind of stuff. And hey, I just wanted to like introduce you guys to the new students. We have Jamal, a new student, and Stacy. And when Stacy, like her name, like they both stood up and they're like, "Hey, how's it going?" And when Stacy introduced herself, like all the guys were like, "What's good, Stacy? How are you doing? How you doing?" Anyways, though, so right away, the spoiled kid, because the spoiled kid had this kind of sense of like, since his parents had a lot of money, that like he was just like, "Hey, bro, every girl's gotta love me. Every girl's fallen in love with me," all that kind of stuff, right? And so basically what happened was the spoiled kid was intent on impressing this girl. The spoiled kid, because like the spoiled kid really wanted to collect all kind of the social badges, if that makes sense, because he has like he wants okay. Let me rephrase it. The spoiled kid Ben loves collecting status symbols. He has the fancy clothes as a status symbol. He's known as like the popular kid. Chat, let me know right now if you guys have this in comment section. If you guys are watching this on YouTube post stream, I stream every day, so you should be there. Let me guys, was this true in your high school or middle school? I guess 7th grade's in middle school. But was this true for you guys either now or when you were in school back in the day? I feel like people that were like the meanest would always just be popular, or the kids that like had a lot of money or whatever would just immediately be like the most popular. It doesn't matter if like they weren't cool or they weren't nice or anything. Actually, bro, to be popular, you low-key couldn't be that nice. A few kids would get away with it, but I'm going on a tangent right now. Anyways, though, Ben the spoiled kid was so desperate to collect every single type of kind of like social, kind of like every bit of like, oh my god, this is a status symbol, every status symbol possible. And at this point, the new girl, Stacy, was like, she's the pretty new girl, whatever, every guy was talking about her. So in the spoiled kid's mind, she was like the next status symbol to collect, which, bro, I don't know. Comment down below in chat right now. That's kind of messed up, right? It's a little messed up to say, like, trying to, like, be someone's, like, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever is a status symbol and to, like, collect them. Bro, like, low-key, that's kind of messed up. Type in the comment section if you're watching this on YouTube or in chat right now. That's kind of messed up. I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean? Anyways, though, so right off the bat, like, Ryan and his friends were kind of like, at least Ryan's friends who weren't already in relationships or seeing someone, they were kind of all like, hey, boys, like, Stacy, like, she's kind of cool, you know what I mean? Like, she kind of cool. But they immediately were, because they're already talking about it. But that's when the spoiled kid, Ben, kind of like doesn't walk over them, but leans over because they're all in like a big classroom setting or whatever. And he's like, boys, you better stay away from Stacy because Stacy is mine. I'm telling you guys, you better like back off because I'm going to do my magic, bro. I'm going to perform my riz. You know what I mean? And, the guys were like, okay. We kind of don't care, but okay. So yeah, basically the guys were, they didn't care, you know what I mean? Like they're not going to like necessarily go, let me see if I can make this full. Yo, I was doing this on crap quality the whole time. I'm so stupid, guys. Anyways, looks a little better now. Anyways, though, so yeah, sure enough, the subscriber and Ryan and his friends were kind of like, yo, get a look at this guy. Get a look at this guy, bro. Get a look at this guy. They weren't really going to care. I definitely do kind of believe in bro code, if you know what I mean. Like, I definitely do believe in, if your boys are going for someone, then maybe you should back off a little bit and let them be. Let them cook, baby. Let them cook. You know what I mean? I definitely do believe in that, but like, whoa. Sorry, the gameplay is lagged. But at the same time, Ben wasn't their boy. You know what I mean? Like, he was just that annoying, spoiled rich kid that no one really messed with. Even though he was, like, the most popular. I don't know if you guys have the same experience. Let me know in chat / the comment section right now if you had this experience. The popular kids were normally, like, notorious / hated by everyone. But they were also notoriously known as the most popular. Like, they were known as popular. They were known as, like, the most popular, even though they were like also notoriously hated by everyone. It's so weird, bro. Freaking high school drama, like all that kind of like popularity friend stuff is so weird, bro. I swear. Anyways, though, so yeah, sure enough, the subscriber and his friends Ryan were like, we're not backing off, bro. And Ben's like, well, you know what? It doesn't even matter if you guys aren't gonna back off, because she's gonna be in love with me by the time that any of you like guys figure out what to do. So Ryan and his friends were like, okay, bro, whatever. We don't really care. We don't care. We don't really care. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, sure enough, the subscriber and his friends are just like, okay, we'll let him cook. We kind of don't care. But Ben, at this point, now kind of has a feeling of, because not only, like, in the beginning, Ben wanted, like, Stacy to fall in love with him because it was kind of like it was, like, kind of like a status symbol. But now he also needed to prove to Ryan and his friends that he could pull it off. Because if he didn't pull off getting with Stacy before, it's not like he made a public announcement about how he was going to like how Stacy was going to like get with him or whatever, how she was going to fall for him because he's so, you know what I mean? But now he's made it public. And he knows for a fact especially like high school politics and middle school politics of who's popular and who's not. It's so kind of cringe, bro, and it's also so complicated. And he knows that, like, if he makes a public statement about how he's definitely going to get this girl and then he doesn't, he's going to lose popularity points. And his ego can't afford that. So anyways, Ben decides to immediately get on top of it. Not on top of her, but get on top of it. So he walks over to Stacy, and because they're in class, but they're doing something in class where it's like they're all sitting at their desks, they're all doing whatever, and the teacher kind of gives them an assignment to do at their own pace. And it's like one of those situations, I don't know if you guys had this situation too, where it'd be the teacher would let you do something in class and they kind of wouldn't care what you did in class because the assignment needed to be completed by tomorrow, and it's either you did it in class time or you had to take the thing home and do it as homework. So the teacher's like, if you guys want to do this for homework, I kind of don't care right now, but I'm giving you the opportunity to do this in class and not have homework. So anyways, right, people were kind of allowed to talk with each other and roam around or whatever. And it also was like the first couple of days or the first day, so the teacher kind of was being a little bit more lenient than usual. And anyways, so Ryan and his friends watch as Ben, the spoiled kid, immediately starts to go over and he immediately sits down next to Stacy. So Stacy was already talking to like this group of girls because, you know, she was trying to make friends off the bat because you already know when you go to a new school district and you're like the new kid there, it's really hard to make friends. That stuff is hard. So she's like, I got to start grinding day one. Another thing I'll say, as a kid in high school, I didn't have that many friends freshman year, and by senior year, I had the best friends of all time. But I will say, not being proactive about getting friends, the longer you wait, I've always found the harder it is. But that doesn't mean that you guys shouldn't start now if you've been putting that off. Anyways, though, so Ben immediately, the spoiled rich kid, goes and sits down next to Stacy. And Stacy's kind of just like, looks over, and she's being friendly, right? She needs to be friendly on the first day. The last thing Stacy wants people to think is that she's like abrasive or just kind of like not a nice person. That's just not what she needs right now, if you know what I mean. So anyways, though, I'm just checking chat, make sure everything's good. Anyways, though, so Stacy's like, hi there, like, how's it going? And Ben's like, what's good? My name's Ben. You probably already heard about me. I'm pretty popular around these parts, if I do say so myself. And everyone was kind of just like, popular? Okay, bud, like, you can say whatever you want, bro. I mean, if you say you're well-liked and popular, then screw it. I guess you're well-liked and popular. Whatever you say, buddy, right? And he's like, so I wanted to know, like... And he, like, takes out his shirt, and it's, like, a Supreme shirt or something. He's like, oh, my God, I'm just stretching right now. And everyone else in chat, like, Ryan and his friends were just like, oh, my God. Are you serious right now, bro? Like, are you serious right now? Like, come on, bud. Come on, buddy. I need you to relax. And anyways, he's like, so, I was wondering, like... Do you happen to know who my dad is? Which, by the way, bro, it is not Riz to ask a girl if she knows who your dad is. That is L Riz, bro. Everyone comment L Riz in chat right now. Everyone comment L Riz in chat. Or in the comment section if you're watching this on YouTube. And so, Stacy already picks up, and I think she was probably warned by the girls or whatever, like, yo, welcome to the school. This kid Ben is an L. Watch out for him. But she's already picking up that this kid is kind of... L material, right? And so anyways, the Stacy is kind of like, no, I don't know who your dad is, buddy. Okay, she doesn't say buddy, but she's trying to be polite because like you don't want to come off as someone who's kind of a jerk on day one. But I will say this is totally a situation where you could be a jerk and be fine in my book. You know what I mean? Like, I would be totally fine with you being a jerk if a kid is doing this to you. You guys know what I mean? But anyways, so Ben is like, oh, you don't know who my dad is? Well, I'll tell you who he is. We run a very popular car mechanic chain around here. There's actually, this town is where my dad started it all those years ago. And, you know, we have a lot of locations around the country, which means, you know, we're doing pretty good financially. Brother, what are you saying right now? Like, you don't need to say... It's like, bro, you don't need to be saying this. Come on now. Like, you just don't need to be announcing this to the world. Like, sure, it might be a true fact, but, I mean, okay, I'm not gonna lie. There are some girls that would be like, oh, so tell me more, baby, tell me more. But, like, the majority are just looking for a cool person because at the end of the day, if you got a lot of money, first of all, you don't have a lot of money, your dad does. But second of all, you're in middle school. You're in seventh grade. It's not like you're going to be buying her a house. It's not like you're going to be taking her on expensive vacations. It's not like you're going to be doing all this stuff. You know what I mean? So it's not even that deep in seventh grade. But Stacy was really just turned off by this. So she's like, oh, that's nice for you, I guess, which is code for saying, but I really don't care, bro. Like, I don't know how else to say it. I simply just don't care. So yeah, the subscriber anyways is like, not the subscriber, sorry. The spoiled kid's like, so, I just wanted to know, I just really wanted to know if you're free this Friday because, I mean, you should totally, like, I'm just gonna, like, pull up to the school on Friday, like, my dad's gonna pull up in his super nice car, and I could totally take you out to this restaurant. Whoa, the game plays first. I could totally take you out to this really nice restaurant. I could take you out to this really nice restaurant that is like super expensive and like, no offense, but just judging by the outfit you're wearing, your parents probably couldn't take you there. But if you go out with me, I'm gonna be a nice guy and give you the experience. And bro, like, come on. That's like, it's just like such a cringe thing to say it like that. You know what I mean? It's just such a cringe thing to say that. Anyways, though, so yeah. This point, Stacy's like, this Friday, I'm sorry, I'm actually busy this Friday. And look, here's the thing, bro. The spoiled kid partially is a spoiled kid because he's never been told no before. The spoiled kid has never been told no in his life. Well, I mean, he's probably like failed a test or been, you guys understand what I'm saying. Generally, he's never been told no before. So the spoiled kid does not take this well at all. And he's like, oh, so you don't have time for me? You're busy with what? Stacy, you're busy with what? Let's be real. You just got here, you have no friends, so you're definitely not hanging out with the friends, you know what I mean? You're definitely not hanging out with your friends right now. So what are you doing, Stacy? What are you doing on a Friday night, right? Because I know you're not hanging out with anyone because you just got here and you have no friends. I gave you the opportunity to have dinner with me. You know how many people here would kill for that opportunity? And all the girls are kind of looking at each other because this is going on very publicly. All the girls are like, yo, what's this dude on about right now? What's this dude on about right now? Because that's just not a true statement, you know what I mean? And so at this point, Stacy, she kind of like, she was being nice for a while. Like, she was being nice for a second. She's being nice for a second. And that's when she's just like, no. She's like, you know what? Ben, is that your name? I don't know who you think I am, but I'm not just going to go out with you because your dad has money. You kind of seem like a jerk right now. And you know what? I am totally free Friday, but not for you. Boom. Boom. Whew. Damn. Everyone comment L Ben in chat right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, comment down below L chat. But if you're watching this live, comment L chat right now. Or L Ben, because Ben just got delivered the mother of all L's. Like, damn, bro. Yikes. Damn. Oh. And the thing is, too, this wasn't done privately. You gotta realize that this was done in the classroom where everyone could hear it. I bet even the teacher could hear it, but he was choosing to let it slide. She's choosing to let it slide because if the teacher heard the whole context of what was going on, the teacher definitely would have let it slide, and I think the teacher did. So at this point, Ben is like, well, I didn't want to hang out with your poor, irrelevant butt anyways. And he gets up and he storms off to the back of class. It's just so funny when he's like, I didn't want to go on a date with you anyways. Bro, you literally asked her on the date. What are you saying you didn't want to go on the date with her? You were the one, buddy, you were the one who asked to go on the date with her. It's very clear you wanted to go on a date with her, bro. So anyways, right, at this point, Stacy's a little bit like, I just told this kid off. He's apparently like, she could kind of tell that he was like the popular kid or whatever. So she was a little bit worried that, I don't know, that like she was going to like immediately be disbanded into the Shadow Realm for for like coming for the popular kid. But thankfully the group of girls there they were very intentional on being supportive and everything. So the girls came over and they're just like, I'm so sorry you had to deal with Ben. No one here likes him. He's such a jerk or whatever. And so the rest of that school year, Ryan didn't successfully slide with Stacy. Sorry, Ryan, bro. Better luck another time. But one of Ryan's friends, actually, Stacy, they started seeing each other. And Stacy, she wasn't like the most popular girl ever, because you kind of had to be a jerk to be a popular kid at Ryan's school and Loki a lot of schools. But she did fine. She had friends. She was dating one of Ryan's bros. And Ben continued to take L's after that point. After such a public destruction, like after such a public kick to the balls, let's be real, that's what it was. He just kind of lost his clout or whatever. And even though he started flexing with crazier things or what, it just did not matter. And so, yeah,